Here are some tests that I play on men in order to see if they're going to be able to provide and protect me. Because if they're not, I don't need them. And you shouldn't either. Thing first, him paying for the date. Let's just stop this conversation in the back and forth 50-50. The first date, he needs to be paying 100%. And if he's not, then like, goodbye.
Understandably, she is still relatively young and is playing on her youth to get men to pay for her dates. I never blame women for doing this, but I always advise men to plan simple low-cost dates, as you should never set a standard where a woman thinks she should be rewarded for the mere fact of being a woman. Guess what, ladies? Just like a man is not entitled to your body just for being a man, you are not entitled to his money just for being a woman.
Comes with an example. This weekend, I went out to the bar in Miami and I ran into someone that I had been following on Instagram. So we hung out for most of the night, and then as we were leaving, we both had Ubers going separate. His Uber came first and he was like, oh no, I'll wait for you. Me, in my head, I'm like, oh no, like you don't have to wait for me, being kind, whatever. And this man gets into his Uber and takes off. It is 4 a.m. in Miami, Florida, where no good is to come. Everything is shut down and I'm standing by myself in the middle of the fucking street. Immediately no. If you don't care about my safety and making sure that I get into my Uber safely, you're done. You're done for. And then if you don't go ahead and double check I made it safely, bye. This man failed my protection test, so he never heard from me again. Men, you need to be walking her to her car, to her Uber, to wherever to make sure she gets home safely. And then text her, making sure she gets home safely. Like, this could actually save your ass. You realize you're the last person she's seen with. If she goes missing.
The key question here is, why would he? Okay, before my female viewers get all triggered and upset with me for saying that, let me explain what is probably going through his mind. It's Miami at 4 a.m. outside of a club/bar. If you put yourself in this position, he is going to assume this is your natural state, i.e. this is your type of environment. Do you really think he's thinking, this poor, indefendable girl just by chance put herself out this late after having fun? She has no idea what horrors are in these streets for her. No fam. He's thinking, okay, from thy streets you came, into thy club, to thy streets you shall returneth. I'm leaving. You have a good night, queen. This woman put herself in that situation and expects a man to insultingly mansplain things to her by treating her as if she isn't strong and independent? I think not. Another
Inviting test that I do is when we're out, if you have like a jacket on or like some kind of like over shirt, I will always, without a doubt, say that I'm cold. Because I want to see if you will give me the shirt off your back. And if you don't, you're dead to me. And then if you do, I won't take it because hoes don't get cold.
Her words, not mine. Food for thought, or thoughts, gentlemen. If it's cold outside the club late at night, make sure you stay warm. 304's got that thought insulation going on, among other things. How do you make watching early morning content more enjoyable? By adding a cup of fresh brewed Life Boost coffee. We all know you get what you pay for, and your cup of tasty morning Java is no exception to that rule. Appreciate a cup of Life Boost coffee, knowing it was brewed from low acid, 100% pure USDA organic, single origin, GMO free, pesticide free, mycotoxin free, shade grown coffee beans. Life Boost is truly the healthiest coffee in the world. Click the link in the description for more information on how to get Life Boost coffee and start drinking a healthier choice of coffee roast today.
I just started joking about being hot instead of joking about being ugly, and now I'm hot.
When I have calls with my clients, even if the call is over or even if we've gone past the hour, I have to give them the lucky girl symptom talk. Sometimes I will even call them back because I'm like, okay, you need to hear about this. Like, this literally changed my life. And now I'm going to give a little bit of the lucky girl syndrome talk to you. So the lucky girl syndrome is where you just believe that you're the luckiest girl ever. You believe amazing things are going to come into your life because that is just how you live life. You are just a lucky girl and amazing things just happen to you. And ever since I adopted this syndrome and I started being delusional, it started happening. For some reason, everything always works out in my favor. I've always done everything I've wanted. Like, my craziest dreams have become true. And that is because I am a self-proclaimed lucky girl and those things just happen to me. And I truly believe that if you believe that you're a lucky girl, it can happen to you too. My whole life, I was told that I would jinx things. So when I would try out for something, or I would get into some type of contest or something, I would be like, it's not going to happen to me. It's not going to happen to me because it's not even going to, but I'm just going to apply anyways. I'm just going to try out anyways. And that was so I wouldn't jinx it. But now I look back at that and I'm like, ew, like I cannot believe that I used to think this way. So be delusional. Be delusional into believing that you are super, super, super hot and you are super, super, super lucky and only amazing things are going to happen in your life.
I hope everyone else caught that. She is in the literal sense advising women to remain delusional. Okay, that sets the baseline as to why I chose this video. And that is to point out that women, especially attractive women, are born with a natural advantage over men. And that is they are allowed to believe their delusions as long as they are young and attractive. This isn't a joke. It's a sad fact in Western countries. I don't care where you are. The US, UK, Canada, Australia, Norway, heck, even in the Isle of Man. This applies universally regardless of the stark difference in languages, regional culture, and courting system. This general rule of thumb transcends borders in Western countries. Women can actually just be pretty and have an attractive dating app account or social media account, and high-value men will seek them out and fly them out. Men are SOL because the chances of a successful woman looking them up in the same way is monumentally lower. Women in their youthful beauty and prime are afforded the privilege of delusion. Men must face the reality of a steep uphill climb. I agree with her when she says amazing things will come into her life, but then in time, something happens. The great equalizer. The dreaded wall. It is indomitable, unforgiving, and undefeated. It is past this point where women have to steadily accept reality and let go of delusion. And men, if they work on themselves correctly, enter their dating prime. The scales always balance in time. It is nature. Moving on.
I wish I had $1 for every guy from the past that swerved me when I was bigger, that is now in my DMs telling me how pretty I am and that I look great and you keep going, you're doing great things. Like, I know I am. Thank you for the compliment. But like, it's kind of backhanded because you didn't want shit to do with me when I was fat. I'm still the same person on the inside, but now that I look good on the outside, or to your standards, because I've always been beautiful as a person, you want to try to come back? No, you thought. That's why you're getting left on red.
You tell them, girlfriend. How dare those men hit you up now that you lost the weight and look better? You leave those shallow men on hold since they didn't take the time to see the beautiful person you are deep beneath all that weight you had. And we all know that since you look better now, you are only going to date big men because you are going to look past all their weight and take time to find that beautiful person deep down inside, right? I mean, I am going to assume you didn't make this video from a hypocritical point of view to flex after you lost the weight, just to act in the exact same manner those men you are calling out by refusing to date big heavy guys, right?
I changed my mind.
Well, I didn't see any videos on her account showing her dates, but she did post this. How come you aren't dancing with a big guy? Also, she posted videos self-confirming she is for the streets. She actually titled one of these, Returning to the Streets. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, girlfriend. You're just as bad, if not worse, than the men you tried to call out. But hey, thoughts are gonna thought regardless of weight class, right? If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm gonna leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.